Hey guys, TerraPup here, and thank you for checking out this video on my TerrorMine channel. This channel is solely dedicated to Minecraft, a game my kids got me into, and I've done a lot of learning over the last few years about how to set up stuff. Today we're going to take a look at a Docker container called Crafty. And you don't have to use CasaOS, but CasaOS actually gives you um, access to hundreds of Docker containers. It's easy to run. I'm actually running this as a vert, okay? And we're going to go ahead and install it. Now, you will need to install an application package, okay? So let's go to the App Store. And sorry, not an application package, but you'll have to load in a repo. So we're going to look real quick at Big Bear Tech World, okay? That's the one that you need to load up in order to get at Crafty. So if you come over and click Games, okay, keep scrolling down, Games, you will see there's Crafty, and their motto is take control of your Minecraft server. So I'm going to go ahead and install it. And we will have to launch into the container itself to get the password, but that's not going to be a biggie. So we're going to hit next. And we're going to check everything real quick just to make sure there are no conflicts. And the green check mark means everything's okay. All right. And everything's looking good. And this, if you've never worked with a Docker container real quick, one side, and it's the left side, is the host. The right side is the container that we're going to be running. All right, so things look good. We're going to hit install. And please confirm. I think I need to put it on a network. We'll put it on Crafty. Make sure, all right, so I do have some conflicts, and that is because I have MineOS up and running. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm not going to be able to use these ports because of MineOS. So we're going to close this for a second. I'm actually going to come over to MineOS. Actually, I did not mean to open it. I'm going to turn it off. Okay. We'll hit the little power button. And I'll turn it on back later. But right now we want to install Crafty. So we'll come back over to install Crafty. Remember, we're going to go to Games. Okay. And we'll hit this. And we'll hit install. Again, it's telling us we need to look at our apps. So we'll hit next. And now that MineOS is turned off, so you can't have both of those installed. Well, you can have both of them installed, but you can't have them both running at the same time. But trust me, once you look at how Crafty's set up, you're not going to want to go back to MineOS. Okay, nothing wrong with MineOS. It's great. It's a Java Minecraft server, but it's just so nice to be able to have one Docker app that can run them all. So this will take a second. So we're going to go ahead and hit pause. And once it's done, we'll come back. All righty. So as you can see, the application now is installed. And remember, we need to go and get the password. There's two ways we can do it. The first way is we would go into settings real quick. And then we would go up to here. And then we need to go to the directory. So we're going to go couple back, and we're going to look for, actually, there is our Crafty directory. Actually, let me show you an easier way. Okay, we can go to the terminal, but there, like I said, there is a much easier way. So we're going to close this out. And this is why I like CasaOS. We're going to come over here to the, not the App Store again, sorry. Files. And Files actually gives you direct access to where the volume where your Docker container writes its information. So you see this folder called App Data. We're going to go into it, and we're not going to click so fast, which we just did, and I apologize. Okay. And you can see that the folder's right there. All right. And we need to go to configurations. And right here is the default password. Okay. So it's admin, and it's this password. So we're going to go ahead and copy this. Okay. Highlight it, right mouse click, copy. And then we're going to launch the application. See, much easier than going through the command line. But if you did go to the command line, you do have to get to the config folder. Hold on. Let's try it again. Maybe I was in the wrong place. We'll open it. Whoop. Oh, this is the web page. So we'll go ahead and launch it real quick. So that's what it looks like. Okay. Let me go back over here and go to settings. All right, go to terminal. And then when we're in there, I forgot to do ls, okay. And then we will go to, actually, I think we're already there. Okay, let's go to apps real quick. All right. And it's apps, not apps. Configuration, or config. And we'll do an S. There's the default creds. So we'll do a cat. And real quick, you can do bash and so that you can tab out. So we'll do cat default dash creds. And there's the thing that I was showing you through File Manager. Now, like I said, it's easier to use the file manager that comes with CasaOS, but that's how you get to it. Now, I have that in my buffer, because remember we copied it, and the default admin is admin, or user is admin. So we're going to do admin, and we'll do a control V to paste, and we'll log in. All right, and it says, what are you running Crafty 4 on? And we'll select Docker. This is quick. Okay. What method did you use to install it? And we'll say Docker. Okay. How did you learn about Docker? And I'm going to put other, and I'm going to go ahead and give CasaOS credit. Okay, and we'll hit submit. Now you can skip it and be done, but developers work hard, so let's give them the credit they do. Now, here it is. It's very blank. There's not a lot up there. Okay, and we do have quite a bit of disk space, because remember, this is reading CasaOS's file system, okay, which is data and then apps. All right, so now we need to add a server. So we're going to come up here and we're going to click, and I want to set up a Bedrock server first, just to show you that yes, you can set one up. So we'll hit create a new server, and then here's where you can choose a Java or Bedrock, and we'll click Bedrock. And I'm going to give this the nickname, okay, of Yama. And for those of you that speak Japanese, you know that Yama means mountain, okay? And we'll make sure, okay? So we'll put Yama over here again. And we'll leave everything else the same. Our port, okay? And then the one thing that I want to do is show you, okay. You can import servers, and I might do that later because I do have a number of servers because of my kids. The one thing I was looking for was if we could set this up in creative mode, but we can't. So we'll just hit build server. Okay, we're going to agree to the terms. Okay, and it's going to download it, and it'll take a second to build it. And then over here on the left under menus, you will see the server show up. Okay, and there it is. Now I'm going to show you how to do the Java one as well. So let's go back to servers and see there's Yama. And then we're going to create a new server, and it defaults to Java all the time. So we're going to select our server type. Okay. We're going to do a Minecraft server, vanilla 2.4, and I'm going to call this one Yama. Okay. And then we're going to look around just to make sure because it's Java, I want to give it a little bit more memory. That looks good. We'll put over here Okayama. Okay. Oh no, that's import. Sorry. Excuse me. Down here. And that's it. And again, there's no way to set this up for, from this menu on how to set it up for creative. And the reason I look for that is kids like this play creative. And we'll hit build server. Now, notice up top, we have two servers, okay? Both are offline, and we can also check the number of players. So if you're a person and you have your buddies and you're just curious, like, should I log into my servers tonight and play with my buddies? You can see the number of servers. Now, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll start the Bedrock. We'll hit OK. And see, it's up and running. One online, one offline. And now we're going to start our second server. And I need to agree to the end user license. And it'll take it a second for it to agree. Okay. But I want to check one thing with the Java one. Just so you guys are aware, we're going to click on that. And an error occurred. Okay, so we'll adjust that real quick, okay? So we're going to stop it just for a second so I can get the memory and we'll come back. I also want to make sure if I need to upgrade the Java to Java 21, okay? Because in order to play 1.21, you need Java 21. So we'll be right back. All right, so I accidentally flipped the memory. So this one to show you guys. So XMS should be 2, okay? And the XMX, okay, which is for the executable, should be at 4. So we'll click back over here to our dashboard, and it's still showing it's offline. Let's start it. Okay, and hopefully it will start here in a second. It looks like it is starting, so we're going to click on to Yama. And the next thing I want to do is I want to open up Terminal, and it appears we do have Java 21. So this is a benefit, because one of the issues running MineOS is the fact that you do have to install, okay, the application. Now, with this being said, I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. And I'm running dual monitors, so please forgive me. So I'm going to launch over on the other one and drag this over here, the Minecraft launcher. And it's going to update real quick because, of course, this is Microsoft. We're always updating. Okay. And we'll let it take for a second. Okay. And it's done. And as usual, it always puts it over on the primary screen. So I'm going to, again, move this over. And there we go. All right. So we're going to launch Minecraft Bedrock first. Okay, we'll hit play. And bring it over so that you guys can see. And we'll give it a second to upload. Got our little spinning wheel. And I may need this. Oh, there we go. Sometimes you can't use dual monitors when you're recording, so applications don't work right. But anyway, we got it coming up. And we'll have to sign into our account. And once we do that, okay, we're going to hit play, and then we're going to go look at friends. All right. So there we go. And it takes a minute for some odd reason for my account to log in. Doesn't look like it's logging in just yet, so you go ahead and click on profile. And of course I got to sell this stuff, so okay. I am logged in, and there's my icon. So we'll hit play now, like I told you. Okay. And up underneath friends is where you're going to find the server. Okay. So click there. And then you'll notice, you'll see like dedicated server, BetaMine, CDW, Rock 1. So it did not take the name Yama, but I guarantee this is it. And you want to know how I know? We're going to log into this. We are going to bring up our web page here in a second. And it's awful slow. This looks really bad when you're trying to demonstrate something, but we'll give it a second. While it's doing that, let me go ahead and bring up the web page. Let's go to our dashboard. Okay. And I'm going to click on Yama just real quick. And see, it shows that I did log in. Okay. And then dashboard should say players. It's still not showing players. Okay, but let's go back to the Minecraft game. But I'm here. And we are logged into the server. So that worked, okay? We're going to hit save and quit. I'm going to actually go back into the web page, into Yama, because I really want it to show the server name. So let's go to our configuration. Server name Yama, Bedrock. Okay. And it should have been here, but I'm not seeing the name. Okay. All right. Called it Yama. All right. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. Anyway, let's go back into our launcher. Okay. And we're gonna launch Java. Now this we'll click Java this time. And this will take a minute to upload. So we'll hit play. Because it's every time you launch Java, it goes out and makes sure that it has all the files. So that you'll always get like preparing and then it will launch. Okay. Because essentially, since it is Java, and let's say there was an update, it's going to go out, talk to the servers, and grab the latest jar and bring it down. Okay. And there's preparing. You know, it would be nice, but I guess because they're online server games, I kind of wish the folks who make Minecraft would release like a server where we could run Dungeon and Legends on our own home servers. All right. And I'm going to click back over here just a second and click on dashboard because I want to show you that the memory here in a second is going to crank up. Okay. And there we go. It's downloading. And we'll have to move it over because I know it's going to put it over on the primary server. So oh, actually, there we go. Nope, this is still Bedrock. So let me exit Bedrock. Okay. There's the Java one. And we go full screen. So I'm going to hit F11 to get out of full screen because we kind of want to see the memory. So I'm going to go to multiplayer. All right. And it's not going to show up because unless you tell it to broadcast, it's not going to know. So what we're going to do now, just to make sure we can connect to it, is we're going to say add server, and we're going to change out Minecraft server for Okayama and 192, 168, 107, 165, and that's my my private VLAN. Okay, we're gonna hit done, and there it is. And it's using the default 20 players. So we're gonna hit play, and our memory hasn't increased yet, but look. And if you look to the right of the Java game, here, let me hit escape and let's click on this. I'm probably going to die anyway. Okay, it does show I'm logged on. And if, look at that, the memory shot up to 95. We're using 90% of the 4 gigs that I told it to set up. Java is a little bit demanding. And okay, that's our disk size, and see 1 of 20 people on there. Okay, and that's it. I mean, that's how simple it is to set up. And you can actually supposedly proxy with Crafty, where you can manage your other servers with this one. And I'm going to take a little bit deeper dive in it, but I just wanted to show you this Docker container because it's a nice way to set up both Bedrock and Java onto a server, and you can run it. All right, that's going to be it for TerraPup. As usual, until next time, peace, and thank you for checking out TerrorMine's. And, you know, feel free to leave me a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the gaming world.